And last up, we are going to touch on Camille Winbush. For anyone who isn't a millennial, uh, Camille Winbush is an actress who is best known as the eldest child of on the Bernie Mac show. So, like Bernie Mac when during Bernie Mac's stand up, one of the bigger things was talking about how he adopted his sister's children and they're all terrible. So they ended up making a TV series out of that, the Bernie Mac show. And the child who played the oldest of his sister's kids is this actress, Camille Winbush. And Camille Winbush, I haven't heard much from her in terms of acting since the Bernie Mac show, which ended a very long time ago. Bernie Mac, God rest his soul, died in 2008, and that show ended well before he passed away. So she's kind of been out of the spotlight for a very long time. And apparently, I didn't know this, but apparently, in lieu of no longer being in the spotlight, she joined OnlyFans, and now she's kind of explaining the she's explaining her mindset behind OnlyFans, because obviously people, a woman joins OnlyFans, there's going to be critics, myself among them, who are going to have something to say about that. And so she's sort of explaining why she joined OnlyFans, or sort of the methodology behind that. So this says Bernie Mac show actress Camille Winbush says she only joined OnlyFans after her residual checks from the show dried up. Camille Winbush's OnlyFans account has been a hot topic for years. The Bernie Mac show actress has faced criticism for her decision to join the platform. Now she's opened up about why her career took this route. People that are outside of the acting world have no place to speak on it, she told Comedy Hype. When people are saying, oh, those Bernie Mac checks must have dried up, I'm like, from a job 20 years ago when I was a 12-year-old, yeah, like, duh. While she noted that she still receives residual checks, she said that they get smaller and smaller every year. You're not making the same amount that you were when the show was current per episode, she continued. 20 years later, those checks are not sustainable for a living. So I'm going to play what she said during this clip. But here are some of the things that she's put out on social media. The trolls are hungry again, so here's some food for thought. I've never been arrested, never been on drugs, don't have any baby daddies. I pay all my taxes. I drink water and mind the business that pays me. If the most scandalous thing strangers can say about me is that I took some sexy pics as an adult and made a couple mil in less than 2 years, I think I'm doing all right as a human in today's society. So that's kind of her defending her position, when it comes to starting her OnlyFans. The 34-year-old announced her OnlyFans account in 2021 on Instagram, writing, "Yes, you heard that right. I have joined OnlyFans, but I'm doing it my way. I'll be saying the things I really want to say, dancing, singing and dancing, and sharing exclusive content." So let's play the clip that was reposted on Neighborhood Talk of her explaining this. So we'll cue this up here. All right, so this is that conversation from Comedy Hype. Um,
Fair use.
all right, where's the clip? I gotta find the clip real quick.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
How has OnlyFans kind of like played in terms of like career wise? Has it like helped sustain you? That was a large part of the energy that I saw people throwing at you, like, oh, you don't need the money, or did she go broke? How do you respond to that criticism?
Okay. Well, people that are outside of the acting world have no place to speak on it. When people are saying, oh, those Bernie Mac checks must have dried up, or like from a job 20 years ago when I was a 12-year-old, yeah, like duh.
Because we think the residuals are still coming through though.
I mean, they do, but
it's not.
We weren't. I wasn't. Listen, if I was on Friends making $1 million an episode, yes, those residual checks would still be very nice. But as time goes on, they get smaller and smaller every year. You're not making the same amount that you were when the show was current per episode.
Right.
So as someone who was just a kid, don't get me wrong, still making good money, but 20 years later, those checks are not sustainable for a living. And with the industry being as fickle as it is, you can't count on any job to last or even to book a job. So over the years, I have done regular 9-to-5s.
Oh, wow.
I owned an ice cream shop for 3 years when I was a teenager.
Wow.
And I funded that with my own money. I taught gymnastics to kids where I was making like $11, $12 an hour. So I've done that.
Wow.
But if I can find a way to make enough to buy a home from the comfort and safety of my own living room, why wouldn't I do that?
Whoa, shit. That escalated.
Whole world. Whole world out here in these streets.
God damn.
Cold world out here in these streets. I'm gonna share the first tab one more time because there is a TikTok that I did want to play real quick. I think this was a TikTok. So yeah, I don't know who this other person is, but this is from this is a post that Camille Winbush put out about her being on OnlyFans. All right, let me refresh and then it should play after that.
Craziness. I guess shout out to Camille, I guess, for making
it. No F's given, I guess. But I didn't even realize she was 34, but that does make sense because that was a long time ago.
It was a long time ago. It's crazy.
All right, so this should play.
If it don't, to hell, oh there.
Demon time. She might start her OnlyFans. She might start her OnlyFans. Start her OnlyFans. Start her OnlyFans. Start her OnlyFans.
Oh, that's my shit right there.
Throw that ass back. That ain't the baby. That's my baby.
Well,
so that was that. And then here's the caption on that post. Yes, you heard that right. I have joined OnlyFans, but I'm doing it my way. I'll be saying the things I really want to say, singing and dancing and sharing exclusive content. But don't think it's just for the men. I'm finally dropping the skincare routine. I'll be doing regular live sessions with Q&As, special guests, and more importantly, I'll be able to talk to and connect with you one-on-one. I want to hear from you, so come through. My way equals minimal nudity. So if that's what you're expecting, sorry, not sorry to disappoint.
Minimal nudity? What that mean?
She did make that very clear. Minimal nudity. So if what you're expecting is nudity, don't come over here. So what do you think of what she had to say there? She said the checks dried up. I worked regular jobs that wasn't cutting it. So why not join OnlyFans? It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, I mean, she said if she can make the money, from the convenience of her own home to buy a home, why not sell images of your body? I mean, you know, as a guy, I mean, you know, we're different creatures, man. I can't see myself doing that at all. But women do get some type of, you know, some women love the attention for showing themselves. But I still think there's a high level of dignity tied to this stuff. I don't know how these people deal with this on the back end of these things. So, you know, on one hand, she can sit here and say that, oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? She's getting her life paid for and all this other stuff, and she's doing minimal nudity. Because again, man, like if you're showing areola or, you know what I'm saying, half a cheek or whatever, man, you out here. You know what I'm saying? I might as well show the whole damn thing. But if there's a situation where you know, you're doing these things for a check, man, that's kind of rough for me to handle. I can't really co-sign that. And this you know, I'm pretty sure you'll probably speak on it, but this really just, you know, just ties into the normalization of it all and just the whole mindset of you know, what else was I supposed to do? I was like, bro, there was so many other options and avenues you could have went down. And yeah, she said she did this and she said she did that and she worked the, you know, the low paying jobs or whatever, but decided she was just gonna go on OnlyFans and clap ass for a living. It's crazy to me, bro. Now she gonna say that, oh, I'm not doing all of that extreme stuff. You know, I just show my feet or I just show this and I show that, but it's not that big of a deal. And honestly, I really felt like if a woman is going to do OnlyFans, then just do that. And apparently, you can still get a bag by just showing your feet and you know, showing a little bit of cheek and not doing all the extra stuff. But I feel as though as soon as this money dries up, because you know, eventually people gonna get tired of your skincare routine. So I don't know if they're gonna pay $20 a month to see that. So eventually, at some point, if you really want those big dollars, she won't have to do like Bernie said, man, and get bucket naked, man, and start busting it wide open, bro. But what are your thoughts, man, on Miss Winbush showing off the bush to get that cash?
What happened to her ice cream shop? You know, she was
And
running
she
a
worked
business.
it for 3 years, you
Yeah.
know, and then it
So did it not make money? You know, it was a
apparently
business.
not.
So
Apparently not.
the thing that I'm just dumbfounded by. So in that post that she put out, this looks like it was Twitter. She said, if the most scandalous thing strangers can say about me is that I took some sexy pics as an adult and made a couple mil in less than 2 years, I think I'm doing all right as a human in today's society. I don't know how OnlyFans works in terms of the revenue and all that, but if she made $2 million so she made a couple $1,000,000 in less than 2 years. Who's subscribing to Camille Wish's,
bro?
like
I
that's
don't
what I'm
know.
confused. That's what I'm confused by. Who is subscribed to Camille Winbush's OnlyFans that she's able to make that much money?
Right. Hey, listen. Don't ask me, man. I don't know these people. I don't know these
Yo,
people.
like, who are y'all? Who are y'all? Like, for real, who are y'all? See, this is I'm not even going to go at her. I'm not going to go at her because honestly, and even though I do hate OnlyFans and I don't respect it, and I don't respect any of the women who use it, I don't respect it. And the reason why I don't respect it is because the barrier to entry is very low. It doesn't require any honing of any proficiency. It doesn't require any sort of true work ethic or building of something over time. All it really requires is for you to have enough gumption to put yourself out there in a capacity that can have you be successful on it. And so from that standpoint, I'm old school. I just don't respect it. Sorry, I just don't respect it. That's my personal opinion. But beyond that, I'm not going to really roast her because this ain't her fault. it's like you said with the foods and all of this, right? When you was talking about it ain't the Gen Zers' fault. They've been fed the foods and the programming. They're growing up in this. It's not their fault. This ain't their fault. Like, this is not Camille Winbush's fault. She's exploiting what I she's exploiting what I perceive to be a weakness. And so I feel like, well, whatever, as much as I may hate it, if you can exploit a weakness, I can't be like, what can I do? I can't just be so above the fray that I'm going to just say you shouldn't exploit this weakness. I mean, no, go ahead and exploit it. Who are these people who are subscribed to her OnlyFans to the tune of a couple $1,000,000 in less than 2 years? That's my question. Who the hell are y'all out there subscribed to Camille Winbush's OnlyFans? That's what I want to know. Because I don't think she's making that up. I don't think she's making up. She made a couple $1,000,000 in less than 2 years. I don't think she's making that up. So, like, if she started her OnlyFans in 2021, that was 4 years ago. If she says she made over a couple $1,000,000 in less than 2 years, I'm gonna take her at her word on that. Why are y'all subscribed to this? And I'm not buying this. Oh, like, yeah, I'm not buying skincare routines and I'm singing and dancing. I'm not. No. Okay.
Hey, I know I wouldn't pay for that.
I want to see, yeah, like, who the hell is going to be subscribing to that to the point where you can make a couple $1,000,000 in under 2 years? Like, I want to see the leisure on. I want to see the gender demographic breakdown of her subscribers. I really want to see that, because I can guarantee you, dudes are not interested in you singing and dancing in your skincare routine. They're not. And I firmly believe that you have way more male subscribers than women. And she even prefaced her announcement by saying, "My page ain't just for men," trying to sort of diffuse the idea that my page is only built for men. Even though I'm gay, I feel very comfortable saying that the majority of her subscribers are guys. So that's my whole thing. Who are y'all dudes out here subscribe to Camille Winbush's OnlyFans? Who are you? And like, for her to be able to make that much money doing this in that amount of time, I'm not going to fault her for it. As much as I don't respect it, I'm not going to lay into her. She's exploiting a weakness. The market shouldn't exist. That's my thing. The market shouldn't exist. She can do this because there's a market for this bullshit. She should have to learn the painful lesson of, okay, I should have took my Bernie Mac show money and invested in some real estate, or made some smart stock market investments, or maybe invested in crypto back when that was jumping off, or maybe I should have become invested in a couple of McDonald's franchises. That's how you can make your money work. And if she didn't do those things, if she failed to do those things, maybe that should be a hard pill for her to swallow. I didn't make those sort of sound investments. But because this weirdo thing is OnlyFans is around, she doesn't have to swallow that pill. She can just start an OnlyFans and make a couple $1,000,000 because the market exists. So that's my frustration with all of this. The market shouldn't exist, but it does. And so long as it does, I'm not going to lean into her. I'm going to lean into those who allow the marketplace to exist. Why are y'all subscribing to this chick's OnlyFans? Why? What do you get out of that? This is seriously an existential question that I need answers to. I don't know what people get out of this stuff. What do you get out of subscribing to this woman's OnlyFans? It doesn't make sense to me. But that's where I am with this. I'm giving her a pass at this point because I throw my hands up. I'm relenting. She is exploiting a very weak and vulnerable market. And as long as it's around, I gotta sort of, give her kudos. Go ahead and keep doing it. Unfortunately, the market exists, so you might as well exploit it to the best of your ability.
Yeah, man, I guess, dude. And she probably makes content for the ladies, you know what I'm saying? Pride oriented, you know what I'm saying? I don't take her for I don't put that past her making pride based content. So she probably want the ladies to come in too and spend their dollars, because let's not forget that there's women out there that's tricking off financially too now. I see y'all hiding in the bushes. Y'all be paying too. So so there's probably some of that she has going on. But yeah, man, I think I just throw it all in the same boat, man. When it's out here being promoted as it is, I mean, I know she's advertising for her brand, so she can get more subscribers and stuff. But I take all of this stuff as all the same. I hear what you're saying, because she wouldn't be this wouldn't even be existing if the market wasn't there. So we can't really blame her. But I blame all actors in this. I blame them all. And because some guys get tempted by some of the actors, bro. And because let's keep it a brick, bro. I know you ain't paying for no OnlyFans. Look, bro, I get it. Okay, I get that you're above that. But let me just say, if there was a chick that did do it, I'm not saying that you're gonna pay for it, but let's say that I don't know who this person is, and we're not young kids anymore, but you really got to teleport back to when you're like 21, bro. I think you can get back there. But if you're like 21, 22, bro, and whatever with Beyonce, but like a Beyonce or Ashanti or something like that, and it was like, hey, bro, you pay $5 to this website, you can see Beyonce. You know what I'm saying? Whoop de whoop whoop whoop. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna drop that $5, bro. Yeah, this is 21-year-old, 22-year-old you trying to see a Beyonce, whatever. And I know me personally, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because it'd have been people like what's that? Luann, who we covered before? That lady that was in the tub with the dirty bath water. Lunell. Yeah, so it feels like, hey, Lunell got her OnlyFans. Like, hey, bro, I ain't paying for that. You know what I'm saying? This is 21, 22-year-old me. Hey, Lunell, here's $5 to see Lunell. Like, look, bro, I ain't trying to spend $5 to see Lunell. But if it was like, oh yeah, Beyonce doing this, hey, bro, Riri got one, bro, where she going whoop de whoop, I would have dropped that. So I say that to say is that these younger people that's out here spending it, man, it's just part of their culture too, man. This is a wild system that we got going on, man, where anything is going. And who's right? Is it the people over here that's saying, hey, man, don't do that stuff? Or is it the people that say, hey, man, you guys are looking too much into this,
Oh, yeah, I feel you. It's the number, though. So, first of all, to answer your question, no, I wouldn't have personally.
I would have paid that.
Because, like, when I was 21, the world was different back then. So my thing is, Maya. Okay, so Maya would have been mine. So someone comes up to me and it's like, yo, bro, Maya got an OnlyFans. You paying for that? I mean, probably not, because I'll just go get a issue of King magazine and I'll just look at the Maya pictures in the King magazine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. That's an interesting question. I don't know. But my thing with that, number one, is it ain't just young people. It's all age spectrums. It's all age spectrums are hooked on this narcotic. So to me, it's not a generational thing. It's a societal thing.
I got you.
And also it's the number. It's not that you got a segment of the population who's like, I'm gonna jump on here and subscribe to this OnlyFans. She's a millionaire off this.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So in order to become a millionaire off that, there has to be a high aggregated number of people that you have who are subscribing to your page monthly. In order to be a millionaire, that's my thing. She's a millionaire off that. So it's not the fact that it exists in a vacuum, it's the prevalence of it. And that's my thing, is who are all of y'all subscribing to this? That's the part about it that disturbs me the most.
Nah, for sure. And the only thing I was getting at was the age thing, was just to highlight some immaturity, that you may have had at some point in your life where you would have, hey man, what's $5 for me to see, Maya busted wide open? And for me in that time period, I would have just found a bootleg somewhere. All right. I was like, what is there a video of who doing what? All right, bro, I'm gonna find that for the free ski. You know what I'm saying? I was not gonna pay. All right. But and I'm pretty sure, bro, you know, with all of these girls out here nowadays, there's some way that you can find a free ski. But all that stuff to say is that, hey, man, I get it, bro. This is a wild time. And I think everybody, like I was saying earlier, I think everybody is just caught up in the winds, bro. I think everybody is just, I mean, it's just true anarchy at this point, man. And anything is going, morality is going anyway. And that's why I was saying also was people are going to get to this point to where who's right? Are we right on this side of the fence by saying, hey, man, we just need to defund this and get out of this? Or is it the people over there that's saying, hey, man, what's the big deal if I'm paying? You know, there's people and they morally feel like they're correct.
Right. Yeah.
And so that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So right now, morally, you know, anything's going, that's why anything's happening. And so I think the best thing that we can do, man, is just hang out around like-minded people, bro. And just deal with people that don't deal with this. I think that's the best way we can start doing things socially, is start socially just connecting with people that understand where we're at socially. You know what I'm saying? Like some social understanding. Because right now, where anything goes and everybody's being friends with everybody, you don't want some of this stuff in your wheelhouse, man. So, hey, man, it is what it is. I guess shouts out to her. Get your bag, sister. I mean, you know, Hollywood is a weird thing, so I'm not surprised that somebody that was involved in that life isn't afraid to do something like this. So, you know, that's not far fetched either. So we'll see what happens with all of this. But apparently, she's a millionaire, so ball out.
Yeah, I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. It's not my. It doesn't appeal to my sensibility, so I don't understand it. But you're right. That's you. You raise a good point, and I have thought about that. Like, but I've also that has occurred to me before. This notion of it's no big deal, and I realize that there are those who will probably watch this video and say these guys are gas bagging, complaining about OnlyFans. It's not that serious. Like, I'm aware of that. I know that. But I also know that there's other people who say some of this is a bit too much. Like, I just think we've jumped the shark on it. Like, you know, we've jumped the shark, in my opinion. Like, it ain't like Lori Harvey or Rihanna joined OnlyFans. It's Camille Winbush, and even she can be a millionaire.
Hey,
Even
man.
she can make a couple $1 million off of this. Like, hell, why not? Everybody might as well just get on it because it's that easy. Apparently,
Blue
it
Nail
must
getting
be
it.
that easy.
Hey, Blue Nail got it. So
Yeah, I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. It's not for me. I don't know, man. I kind of feel like when I was 21, I was hunting for the real snatch, and I wasn't necessarily. I wasn't satiated by you know content creators in whatever form content creators existed back then. I would dabble, obviously, but it wasn't something that I just solely relied upon. And I don't know that I saw myself spending money monthly to be able to just gorge on this stuff. You know, I was taking my money and spending them on Air Jordans. I wasn't taking my money and monthly providing, giving my money away to something that I feel like I can get for free.
yeah,
So I don't know.
honestly, now that you mention that, that's really taking addiction to another level, bro. Like you're willing to, you're paying, like some of these dudes is paying like multiple models, you know, over 5, 10, probably some cases $20 a month. And they really treating it like a Spotify subscription or whatever. It's like, oh, $20 got taken out of your account to pay for Dixie Red. And
Yeah, it's like
what?
it's microtransactions, it's DLCs in video games. Like
Yeah.
you bought a video game for $70. By the time you spent all of the money on the DLCs 5 years later, you done spent several thousands of dollars on this one video game. Whereas back in the days when we were growing up playing Genesis and Super Nintendo and even Xbox 360, you bought a game once and everything that you needed was there for that one purchase.
Damn.
And I just think we've jumped the shark with it. I just think we've jumped the shark. That's just how I see it. We've jumped the shark. This dude went viral because they showed receipts of how much money he spends on Ruby Rose OnlyFans, and it was like $10,000. I've already told you about. Yeah, a guy who spent $10,000 on Ruby Rose OnlyFans. Now they later on they came out saying that was like a skit. I'm not buying it. I believe that he really spent that much money. It was and it was the same guy who was featured in an episode of MTV, like My Addiction. MTV used to have that show chronicling people's sex addictions, and this was a guy who was a member who was on that show.
Okay.
Then they were talking about his sex addiction, and here he is, $10,000 to somebody on OnlyFans. I'm not surprised by that, and Buddy doesn't even understand the full weight of what he's doing, the damage he's causing, and how you can get that for free. It won't be Ruby Rose personally, but what difference does it make? It's a real thing versus something that's on a computer screen. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't. But my thing is, it can be Lunel, millionaire on OnlyFans. Why not? Camille Winbush, it just doesn't seem to matter. The market is exploded so much so that it just doesn't seem to matter who it is, what they've done. It just doesn't matter. It's going to be these sycophants and these weirdos and these degenerates who are going to fuel this stuff and make these people millionaires when they otherwise don't deserve to be, in my opinion.
Yeah, hey man, best of luck to y'all out there. I don't know what's going on. Bro, if you are subscribe to OnlyFans accounts, hey man, reconsider, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's light at the end of the tunnel, man. Let's find a new hobby, bro. There's things out there, man. But yeah, man, I agree, man, 100%.
I've always said, man, you can take that same money, spend it on a woman, spend that money on a woman. You can take that same money and spend it on a woman. Save up. If Camille Winbush is charging you $10 a month, go 5 months without subscribing. You got $50 in the bank. Spend it on a woman.
Bro, she gonna spend that on appetizers. She gonna spend that in the first 15 minutes.
At least you in the door. Trust me. If you have enough disposable income to spend money on OnlyFans, you got enough money to spend on a woman.
Nah, I'm just teasing, but I'm just saying, bro. Like it hit different when it comes out the account every month and it's only $10. Then you take it out every 2 weeks and she want another $70 plate.
Yeah, well, you know what else hit different? Real vagina. That hits different too.
Hey man, I'm not advocating for that.
I know. I'm just saying that hits different too.
Yeah, I'm feeling like Adrian Broner out here, man. It costs a little bit too much to just take chicks out on dates and stuff, bro. So hey man, I'm gonna have to do some other type of things. But hey man, I hear what you're saying, bro. But it's all good. Hey man, best of luck to y'all out there, man. Make sure you like and subscribe though. Sure.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Camille Winbush. Who would have known? $2 million. But on that note, we're going to go ahead and cut this stream out. We are done in the books. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. Conscious Approach on YouTube. Check us out. Instagram at Conapproach, CONAPPROACH. I'm on Instagram at JVWins, JVWINS. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think about the commentary in this or any other video. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. We will certainly catch you on the flip side. But until later.
Oh, shit. I thought you still had something to say.
Yeah, no, I left it hanging. Yeah.
Hey, yo, man. The name's Dogon SS. And you can find me on Instagram at Dogon_SS and on YouTube at Dogon_SS. Also on TikTok. I'm even posting videos over there. Golly. Dogon_SS over there as well. And as I say on every pod, guys, don't be too high, don't be too low. Keep it calm, keep it chill, keep it player. And don't let anybody get you off your pivot. So until the next time, my peoples, more rings to Robert Ory. We'll catch y'all on the flip side.
Oh, boy. Shouts out to Team USA. Fellas, put the OnlyFans down, please.
Put it down. And pick up
we
the
are
out.
Peace.
Go Canes. Yeah, we coming for y'all this year, boy.